love you.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I go by Maju.
And I'm Joey.
And today we're going to be doing a movie review on the new movie Obsession.
First we're going to talk about ratings, and then we're going to drift off to like theories and things of that nature. I would give this movie I give it like a 9, probably a 10. I really enjoyed it. It was very good. The acting is great. I don't really know her name, but the character that plays Nikki, she did a great job.
I like the movie because I hate horror movies that are more into demonic nature. But yeah, I would say this movie, I was able to watch it. I was covering my eyes a little bit. He was
doing
too.
That too at some point.
When we first watched it, there's a lot of things that you don't pick up on. And then we started watching videos on TikTok, YouTube, and people just go in really deep into the scenes. And then he was saying some things that I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's stuff that I had caught while watching it.
One of the things that Joey had said that I already knew, but I just didn't really pay attention as much as I should because I was focusing more on oh shit, I'm gonna get jump scared. When we have the real Nikki fighting, what do we call it, the possessed Nikki?
I seen on TikTok they'll call the possessed Nikki Freaky Nikki.
Bruh.
When she would scream out of nowhere, I took it as originally, oh, this is a demonic weird thing, she's gonna start crawling on the wall type shit. Joey was saying no, that is the real Nikki fighting off Freaky Nikki. Especially the scene when they had went to boys night.
Nikki?
She had gained consciousness.
She screams out like this is not me, or something along those lines. She grabs the bottle, smashes it, and starts to stab herself. Honestly, I don't blame her for that. If you was like a passenger in your own body, you would want to probably as well. First things first, very instant villain. One for me where I was yeah, you're dead ass wrong. It's the scene after dinner. After he finds out that Nikki had lied about her dad having cancer, that still isn't enough to bother him. He knows that it's not her, but he's still taking advantage of her. In his mind, he's trying to convince himself that he did it. You can also tell by the scene, the first night she had stayed over. She had came back to his house that night. Nikki was saying, oh, you didn't take advantage of me. And then Bear got defensive.
I didn't. I know, that's why I'm saying you didn't.
He knows that he's wrong. In the beginning of the movie, Bear and Ian talking to the waitress. Bear trying to practice saying confessing his feelings to Nikki. He says a whole bunch of stuff how she was there for him when his grandma had passed, and the waitress was yeah, that sounds good. But Ian, he was oh,
I won't let you go.
Ian, he ain't shit either. He's a horrible fucking friend. He was oh, call her Freaky Nikki, knowing that she doesn't like that.
Ian was sleeping with Nikki.
Yeah, for
2 years. 2 years on and off.
Behind his best friend's back. That's bro code for one. You violating bro code.
What if it is testing Nikki? Okay, let's see if you do like him. Maybe they just didn't know where their feelings were at. So maybe this is a way for Ian to know where she stands. Or maybe he just want to sabotage Bear and Nikki. That's what he thinks, and low-key that's what I think now.
So his cat passes away from eating the drugs. He just shoves the cat in a garbage bag and just throws the cat away. I think they're texting and there's come out and get drinks, and Bear's planning on confessing to her. They're talking. Ian interrupts while he's trying to get in the way. I think he offers to take Nikki home. He started talking about her writing. She had said something about wanting to write a romance book or a love story or something like that. And Bear was isn't that the same thing? And he's kind of fumbling. Nikki is leaving. He calls her Freaky Nikki, and she's I don't like that. She pretty much just tells him, if you like me, just say it now. And the bitch that he is, he couldn't say it. And that's when he grabs the wish willow and says,
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
From that moment, you just see Nikki just standing outside. It's creepy as shit. The real Nikki and the possessed Nikki going back and forth. I think even at that moment, Bear realized he looks at the wish willow. He was I think it works. It goes this little montage of the relationship and how he's happy and everything. Ian is what's going on? This is weird. This is not Nikki. He had woke up the next day and she had the cat and a whole bunch of candles around it.
Why would Freaky Nikki do that though? There's this theory that's saying Freaky Nikki was the cat. I think that's a long shot, but there are some similarities on why it makes sense because Bear made his wish at the One Wish Willow. I wish Nikki would love me more than anyone in the world. Who loved Bear more than anyone? His cat. She hides in corners and watches him sleep. The way she moves feels almost cat-like. She waits by the door for him all day. Her glowing eyes in the silhouette scene mirrors a cat's eyes at night. She literally brings dead things to him just like cats bring gifts to their owners. If you guys don't remember, that scene at that music store, CD store, and she had packed him lunch, which is also an important detail because the lunch that he had packed him before he knew what it was, there was some pictures in there, and basically it was a photo of Bear and it was written you or something like that, like saying like, okay, this is you, and then this next picture of Nikki and it's written not me. So it's like put it together, and he already had speculations because he even went on the internet to kind of confirm like, hey, is this Willow thing real? Then when he goes to bite into his sandwich, how did he realize
it was a note and it said food critic cat
question mark.
That's when he was like, oh shit, like he's eating the, she fed him the cat. Meow. And he had threw up and everything.
Like maybe he's scared to leave. No, he's living in this false reality that he's trying to convince himself is real, but he knows it's not real. After this weird scene, we have the freaky Nikki like stalking, being weird, walking backwards.
That was a scary ass scene when she was watching while he sleep. You can't see her face. Like you can see like the outline of it. That she duct taped the entire door to prevent him from leaving to go to work. He calls the I think the number of the
yeah, that scared me.
And the dude was like, this how you know Bear is messed up, because he knows that it's not her, but he doesn't care. He doesn't ask it off the rip. He doesn't ask to cancel it. He asks to alter the wish. So
yes, alter. Literally, me and Joey were sitting in the fucking movie theaters like, you don't wish to cancel that much.
Because like, you wouldn't wish for it to begin with, but if he was in a situation, you would ask to cancel it altogether. If she's watching you sleep, she's duct taped the door, you would ask to like, stop this. We asked to alter it.
Keyword alter.
The dude on the phone was like, even though like she's different, it doesn't make her love any like less.
But I didn't believe that though. It doesn't make sense. From freaking Nikki? It's more control than actual love.
He was like, you have like a moral obligation to be with him now since you asked for this wish. You asked for this.
The only way out for him is
to die.
But you know where I thought this plot was gonna go once we went to that scene? I thought it was gonna be Nikki, real Nikki, is gonna take control somehow, and she's gonna like figure how to end this and would want to kill Bear. Like her anger will be towards Bear. Like the day that she had fed him the cat, she was waiting for him to come back from work all day. We see her and
brother.
I was thinking to myself, what is freaking Nikki like thinking of? Like, is it all just Bear? It represents like a cat. Like you're just and peeing and waiting for your owner to come back, and you know what I'm saying?
She has no autonomy over herself, and it's just like her only purpose is to be with Bear. If she's not with Bear, she ceases to function, pretty much. He was on the phone with the dude. He had said, do you want to speak to Nikki? And you just hear screaming.
Who's that? Nikki?
That's the real Nikki. She's just like in this like this crazy like panicking, like tormented state. Get out! She just wants out.
You know what else was some weird sounding shit? When we go back to that scene about him on the phone, the One Wish Willow number. Beginning of the movie, when he first made the wish, there was a little jingle, a little ding.
Oh, that's how I think we opened it.
And then it became like this twisted. And then not until towards like more end of the movie, when it was like done again, it went back to normal to that jingle. I don't know what specifically that means. The director had said no one really picked up on it. I mean, we did, but I just didn't really know the soul meaning of it.
I didn't pick up on it. That's me. I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention to that.
No! So my phone ran out of storage. We went into theories and everything, and we gotta redo everything. I do not want to miss nothing.
Cancel it. Oh, see, this scene for me was the
very hard to watch.
It's the scene after the dinner, how he's well aware how Nikki isn't her. He's well aware of that. He still decides to have sex with her knowing that it's not really her. For me, that's just like irredeemable. People
who are just watching the movie, they'll think that Nikki's a evil person, but in reality, if they really like paid attention to the details, the whole time it was Bear. One more thing before we move off of this topic. There is this theory, allegedly, that I saw on TikTok. That's my source. Allegedly, in the script, Nikki would gain consciousness again. When she would, Bear would just stop, and then when it would switch back for possessed Nikki to come back, he would start again, which is sick. But another thing too that I noticed, real Nikki, her face was showing as like emotionless. The sounding, that's just,
they're just making it know like this isn't her.
but as you see in that scene, Bear is looking away. Bear is knowing what is happening because he's looking away. This is kind of like also in correlation of all the things he's doing. He's just looking the other way.
One of the craziest scenes is definitely a very important scene. The boys' night. Nikki's there. At first, everything is cool until Nikki gets up and she reads a poem from Hansel and Gretel. Obviously, no Hansel and Gretel, brother and sister.
She has said his forearm, strip it like a chicken wing or a banana, get the bone, stick it up her bitch. What?
And I think a theory, the reason why she said the Hansel and Gretel story, that's how she viewed Bear as a brother. Bear pulls the Jenga piece and it says, kiss the person to your left. And Nikki gets up. She gets behind Sarah and then she grabs Sarah's chair and pulls her back. And then she sits next to him. A little bit after that, she screams out, oh, this isn't me. Every time she gains consciousness, like she screams or like tries to like off herself.
Immediately after that scene, they drive to the hospital. They're making like memes on TikTok
Yeah,
where
she's dancing in the background and stuff.
I see a lot of people having debates on the comments on why she wasn't able to be taken in by the hospital.
Yeah.
Some people were saying like, oh, because you need actual consent from the patient to receive care. Then some people are like, no, but this and this and that. I don't know. That was one of my questions. There's some things I thought he was gonna be like eyeballing me because there was this one scene where it was like, I wish you would love me the way that I love you.
Take some space from each other, okay? But we have to.
I've been saying that every other day, bitch. Like, there are some similarities where I'm like, okay, bitch, you got me there. The whole kiss the person to your left thing, bitch, you better turn around.
I think that moments like that was like a funny, like, supposed to be like a funny moment for the audience. Like, oh, I would do this.
And then we have the whole
The Sarah scene, Bear and Nikki are cuddling. Then Sarah texts him pretty much like to come see each other to talk about the whole situation with Nikki, how she's different and everything. And then as he gets to the door, Nikki was like, hey, she's sleeping. She pretty much begs Bear to kill her, like, end my suffering, end this now. He says, what's so bad about being with me?
some pussy.
Like, they're begging you to end their suffering. You are well aware of their suffering. You still decide to make it about you by saying, what's so bad about being with me? And it's like, that's some fucked up
Bitch, you
shit.
just proved the reason by saying that fuck.
Yeah, it's like, you don't care. He don't care about her. He doesn't. One, he never would have made that fucking wish. Two, even if he could have canceled the wish, he would have said, can I cancel this? But instead he said, alter, can I alter the wish?
Sarah is texting Bear.
That's when he finds out Nikki had told her that she views Bear as a brother, and how Ian and Nikki has been hooking up for like 2 years on and off. Sarah was like, you need someone that's calmer, and Bear was like, someone like you. And Sarah said,
I was to your left.
Oh, hell no! That scene that he's about to tell you, bitch, right there, Nikki, freaking Nikki, real Nikki. Bitch, I feel you.
And Nikki rushes the car.
Just me.
She busts the window, grabs a brick, smashing her face. Like it was crazy. Nikki,
Wait, let's recreate it.
yeah, so pretty much she does all that.
Wait, you can't just go immediately.
Bear goes to the gift shop, the crystal store. He's just like, oh, how could you sell this? Sound like a Karen. How could you sell this? The clerk is like, I made a wish. No crazy happened to me. This is your doing. And dude was like, only way to escape this is to kill yourself. And then he goes to see Ian. He tells him the whole rundown. I made a wish. Nikki's just like weird. She's like possessed, all this. Ian doesn't believe him. He grabs the willow wish, and he's like, oh, I wish for $1 billion. And $1 billion just fall out of the sky. I told her in the movie, it's like, I would have just like killed Ian at that moment. I would just killed him.
But before the first time we talked about all these topics, would you believe like me or your friend over this shit?
No,
probably
realistically,
not.
no.
So now we're gonna go to the ending, guys. Freaking Nikki acting up in that bitch.
she's like going crazy.
But why is that though? Why is that though? That type of entity or something is not meant to be controlled for that long.
I think it's more the fact that she wants Bear to love her as much as she loves him.
The camera stopped again. Wait, we should tell a scary story like that.
Come on, we got it.
He's like, bitch, I'm hungry. All right, guys, we're back on the setup.
We had left off at when she's pretty much applying pressure to love her as much as she loves him. So she has the gun.
Omar, go home and get the gun.
She's going crazy. She had vomited stomach acid all over him. That was because she was not eating. Like her body's like just, she only cares about Bear. So Bear is like panicking. She copied Sarah's hair and tattoos.
I didn't keep that until you told me.
To make Bear more attracted to her, Ian shows up like a fucking idiot. So, hey dude, I won $1 billion.
But no, first he was like, what the fuck?
Pops his ass, and that's it. Bear is just terrified, and then they goes to the bathroom. He blocks Nikki out, grabs the gun, and he's like just about to kill himself. And then he stops that. He remembers the pills that the cat took, takes the pills. After he swallowed the pills, he immediately goes to throw them up. You couldn't even do that. And the only reason why he was not able to throw it up was because Nikki had made a wish herself. And I assume it was like to love her like she loves him.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's what the wish is for, because when he comes out the bathroom.
I thought I saw it on the table.
Yeah, but she had like, I think she had broken. I swear in the movie you hear a snap. But
that would change everything.
So like you hear a snap and he comes out the bathroom and then like he's just all like, they're all lovey-dovey.
And that's why they were having a cute moment maybe.
Yeah, he starts to overdose. He dies. After he dies, the real Nikki comes back. She's surrounded by all this death and this carnage around her. Only thing that she can do in this moment is just to scream and cry.
All right, guys, so so there is an alternate ending. Nikki was going to off herself, and then real Nikki gains consciousness of the situation, and then she just sees all this carnage around her, and then she shoots and blows her brains out, and that was gonna be like the last jump scare to the movie.
After everything that happened, that's something you probably can do at that moment. And it sucks that she got left with all the bullshit in the end, because Bear's dead. Now she's just stuck with the repercussions of like
all his actions.
Of his actions.
And then that goes into our debate on whether or not it would have been more logical for Bear to be alive and face all the repercussions of his disgusting actions, or for him to die like he did. Because as you know, we don't really know what afterlife is. If he was going straight to hell, it would also be bad because he's not really living life. But what life would he even have had after this shit? Or for him to have lived and faced all the consequences, carrying all that grief, all that guilt. I'm assuming he would have. Ian dying, Sarah dying, ruining Nikki's life, traumatizing her for the rest of her life, basically.
Yeah, it would have been better if he was just like held responsible for his actions. Also remember, the curse doesn't break unless he's dead. Nikki is the victim in all this.
I do have one last thing to say. Towards the ending, when Bear wanted to off himself, we heard Nikki saying, we can break up. Her whole tone had changed. As we can all distinguish, we took it as so he wouldn't off himself, so he would open the door, so he would give her another chance. But even so, I feel like Nikki was already slowly dying. Whether or not if the freaking Nikki could have survived that or not, we don't know. Maybe that would have been more of like a demonic thing, like her in a rotting corpse. But my point is, why didn't she break the door? If she was strong enough to bash the window,
break the window and bash Sarah's head, and she should have been able to break down the door. I just took it as just a movie inconsistency. Also, she wasn't eating when she threw up that vomit acid, like stomach acid. She has not been eating.
That could be an explanation, but I will say too, with the whole smashing Sarah's head, I didn't take that as human strength. Yes, a human could be capable of doing that, but I took it more as like some type of demonic possession type of strength. One last thing. So when he had went back to the crystal shop, like you had said, and then he had talked to the owner's like, what's going on? I've used the One Wish Willow too. I'm not too concerned. It's like not all over the news.
People use this, but their wish isn't causing like destruction,
which is intentional.
It shows like it's not the wish willow itself. It's
the user.
The user. You are the cause of this. It's the way that you wished it. He said he wanted Nikki to be obsessed with him when all he had to say, I wish I had the confidence to tell Nikki how I feel.
That's what we're talking about.
All this could have been avoided if he could have just said that. And he could have just made a wish that didn't take someone's control from themselves.
Realistically, the world would be fucked. Like, anybody could wish whatever the hell they wanted.
Bear wish was selfish because he didn't even consider the harm it would do to this person that he claims to love. But it seems like he doesn't know what that is. And I think that was the reason why they had the conversation in the car. Isn't like love and romance the same thing? Like, he thinks that he loves Nikki, but he just probably wants Nikki to just be just everything for him.
Alright guys, so this was a lie. It was all over the place. Hopefully I can edit this. There is one more thing though. There's this TikTok that I saw. This is from the TikTok account at doll_Leah. She basically had captioned, "Crazy how Bear wished for undying love, loyalty, and obsession and still tried to cheat on Nikki." Yes, Nikki was batshit crazy, whatever, but you're the cause
you wished
of that, and you still have the audacity to ruin someone's life and have the other fucking audacity to fucking cheat on her
to move on with someone else, leaving this person in a fucked up state that you caused. I would say they're mostly touching on dudes who have like, oh, nice guy syndrome. I'm this nice guy, she should like me. How those dudes who claim that aren't genuine as well. He could claim to be nice, but in the end you can see he didn't give a fuck. And yeah, that's just all over the place review of the movie Possession. If you know someone that have not seen it, tell them to go see it. It's a great movie. You'll have a good time.
100% guys. That is the end of this video. Bye guys. See you guys at the next one.